Hey guys, it's Joette with BalloonCoach.com. And today, as we record this wonderful training, it is May 24th, 2023. And I want to remind all of those who watch this as a replay later on, when you have questions about this content, you can always send an email to Joette at BalloonCoach.com, and I will be glad to help connect you with our guest speaker and make sure that you can get more tools and information that you need. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is introduce Morgan Hines with thryv. Today, she's going to talk how thryv can grow your business. And the reason that I asked Morgan to talk to us, if you haven't seen it yet, a week ago, she did wonderful information on 6 steps to have an excellent customer experience. So no matter what platform you use, those 6 steps are crucial for you to put into place to help you get more clients. But then if you're like, wow, a lot of the stuff she was showing us was cool, then check out this with thryv and what it can do. And Misty of Misty's Balloons started using this back in July, and she raved about their excellent customer service. And then I got to look at the platform and I said, oh, I know a lot of people in the balloon industry could use these services. So that is why Morgan is sharing this information with you today. And then you can always follow up in the future and touch base with Misty Kaufman or Karen Anderson to get their opinions on what they think about these products and their services. So without further ado, I'm going to stop my share and take it over to you and make it so that we see the speaker as they're talking.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that wonderful introduction. I'm so excited to be back and chat with you guys today. So again, I am from thryv. We call thryv an all-in-one small business management platform. We really do not believe that small business owners should have to really manage a ton of different tools and solutions, and really managing their business should be one of the happier parts of the day instead of another pain point for them to go through. So today we're going to talk about some ways that thryv might be able to help. Just to quickly introduce myself, my name is Morgan Hines. I am a strategic partnerships manager here at thryv. So I work with others such as Joette and BalloonCoach.com to really ensure that we're helping their businesses and their small business clients in the best way that we can. Again, we really care about that well-rounded approach. Joette has given you guys some great tidbits on things that are important. We kind of name dropped Google My Business earlier, but strategy and ideas are great. But I think where thryv really comes in is allowing you to really easily execute on a lot of these things. So that's really where we're going to take our focus today. Love to answer any kind of questions. So please put those into the chat as we're going through, or just come off of mute. I have Kristen for my team here as well, who is more than willing to answer any questions. So if you see her chatting back and forth today, that's from our team as well. So to kind of jump into it, we are very aware that it's hard being a small business today. There's a lot of daily demands. We laugh and often joke that oftentimes small business owners are signing themselves up for 5 to 10 extra full-time jobs when they're starting a business. You become the operations person, the management person, the person that's probably still also doing a lot of the work. But also there are ever-changing needs of consumers. We all have gotten pretty picky and demanding nowadays as consumers. It's been so easy to do business with people, especially post-pandemic. And also technology is also changing. And so being able to keep up with some of that for you, but also expanding your reach. We always want to make sure that we're getting in front of those new clients and nurturing those relationships and ensuring that we're able to keep that business alive and growing. And the first step of doing that, and all the way through acquiring those new clients. So today we have found that small businesses generally agree that it's a struggle with the economy's impact on their industries, about 91%. 68% of small business owners also agree that they will pass on some of these higher costs to their consumers by raising prices. And then unfortunately, 67% anticipate and are preparing for a recession. This is rough. So we want to make sure that we're really getting ahead of these problems. But it's overwhelming to deal with all of these, right? So we find that oftentimes you guys are overwhelmed with getting discovered online, managing your different staff members, customer communications, and jobs. Not only once you expand, making sure that you're setting yourselves up from success from day one, ensuring that you're building a reputation in your local community. Small business owners really live and die off of their relationships that they have with end clients, and then overall growing their business end to end as well. But it's not all doom and gloom. We really want to chat through how you can get ahead and better manage your business today. And so we are going to do that with thryv, that all-in-one software platform. We truly believe in a single login, single dashboard approach. We should really be able to run, manage, market their business and see what your business looks like today in a really simple and easy to use way. So we're going to talk through some of those ways that thryv may be able to help today. Just to kind of level set, we'll give you some ideas of some things that thryv can do and why that might be important. So making sure that we're booking more repeat business every time. It's expensive to have to go out and find new leads, clients, and customers. So turning your existing client base into that great referral source is worth its weight in gold. Making sure that we're better marketing and promoting ourselves online. The world lives on social media and online these days, so making sure that you're there to be found, which really leads into being able to reach more audience and get more quality leads. All the way through automating some of those tasks and getting some more time back in your day-to-day, allow you time to really work on your business instead of just in your business day-to-day. And to be quite honest, give you some of that, work-life balance back, spend some more time with your friends and family, but also continue to quickly respond to customers and make it simple and easy to do business with you. So with the thryv platform, we have found 25% see an increase in new customers. 61% see that they have new jobs and booked appointments from the thryv dashboard. And then 86% report more revenue per year through bookings and payments. All great things. And so today, again, we are going to walk through what some of these things might look like to grow, run your business, and better communicate with clients through some of these different features and tools. So today, kind of really starting with growing your business. We're going to talk about the importance of online listings, your website, ensuring that website is something that's really actionable and helping to grow your business. Social media, again, like Joette said, making sure it's not just that overarching strategy, but being able to execute on that really simply and easily. Also being able to simply send out estimates and invoices to keep that client life cycle nice and short, make sure that we are able to move through and work with new clients while also giving that great customer experience. And of course, online appointments. We all know how lovely it is when you can just grab some time with someone from your phone or simply from a link. So kind of first and foremost, thryv provides an easier way to manage your online presence with all of your listings in one place. A couple of tidbits here. I think we give Google a little bit too much credit for how intelligent it is. Oftentimes people think, as long as some of my keywords are out there, Google's going to know to find me. If I look up balloon artists near me, they'll know to place me. Unfortunately, oftentimes they don't. We find that oftentimes in small businesses, your listings may be outdated, inconsistent, or just completely incorrect. Maybe you're trying to keep up with something like Google, Facebook, and Yelp, and your information's being written over and you're not so sure why. There are generally over 40 listing sites that we're able to go in and lock that information and ensure that it's correct, consistent, and up to date. Doctor's offices are always kind of the easiest examples just because we work with, everyone works with a doctor's office. Something as simple as Dr. Smith versus Dr. R. Smith versus Dr. Robert Smith. It's all probably the same guy, but making sure it's that consistent approach across all these different listings platforms really helps you get found online. So again, separate of thryv, we want to make sure that we're doing this. We can do it all in one spot for you on your behalf, but even if you're not ready to take that next step forward with thryv, to go in and take a look at that on your own, we find that it really helps to build trust and confidence in customers when you can ensure that that business profile is accurate and consistent. Even if you're getting a referral over from a past client, think of any sort of referral that you may get in your everyday life. That same really theory applies to your businesses as well. So if someone suggests a mechanic to you, you're still going to Google that mechanic before you just blindly give them your car. The same way you guys are working at some really important moments in their lives. So even if they have a great recommendation from a friend, oftentimes they'll still take a look at your business online. So making sure, again, it's correct, consistent, and up to date. Next is obviously a website. Not only is it a great first impression online, but it's a great way for that first interaction. But we want to make sure that it's telling a story. You're, again, involved in some of the most important aspects of these families' lives for a lot of these different events that you're doing. So making sure that you're telling your business story. Website should be professionally designed and really interactive. It should not just be a place to find you for the first time, but make that next step. Maybe I should be able to book an appointment with you, see a list of your goods and services, maybe even pricing, but also keep them engaged. We want to make sure that it's personalized. We have some great photos and quality content. You guys are in such a great industry to be able to really showcase your work on your sites. So making sure that we're taking pictures while you're there, but also utilizing client pictures where they show how happy they are, maybe showcasing some of those reviews are all great opportunities that we can help you with. And again, with those photos, making sure that we're interacting on social media. Social media is a great way to build relationships with your customers, but it's where they live, where they meet, and where they play, right? We all live our whole lives on social media. We probably spend a little bit too much time on there, if we're quite honest with ourselves. So meeting your clients where they're already found. So making sure that you're creating and managing your social presence through Facebook, Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Instagram. But again, it's a lot of work to make sure that you're managing and keeping up with those interactions. So we pull it all together in one place, but also provide you some great templates. So thryv has a huge library of social content. We have over 500,000 template ideas, including professional images, some different text options. So it's a great way to get started and find some ways to start posting without it needing to be so daunting or overwhelming. So we can take on a lot of that for you. Depending on packages that you're coming in with, we can also post on social on your behalf if it's something you're just not so comfortable doing on your own. And then again, making sure that invoices and estimates are really simple and easy. So we find that more secure jobs and faster created estimates and invoices with just a few clicks. So being able to get that customer approval really quickly and allowing those clients to pay you online from any device. So they could be on their computer or phone. We find oftentimes these estimates or invoices are being approved while you're still in the driveway of the home, while you've just finished setting up that event. They're still really happy. They can pay you right then and there. It shouldn't be a really heavy lift. Both the business owner and that end client receive notifications instantly. So from the business side, knowing exactly when that client approves that estimate and decides to move forward in booking with you. And then again, being able to track your payments every step of the way. Our favorite part is getting paid, right? We want to make sure that's simple and easy to do. Your payment shouldn't be a pain point of your business. It should be something you're able to celebrate with your team as you continue to grow month over month. And then again, online appointments, like I mentioned, should be really simple and easy to do business with you. Being able to book out times for a quick discovery call or even the actual installation times should be really simple and easy. Through thryv, you can manage, accept, or even reschedule appointments 24/7 from any device. So last talk, we talked about Missy, who went on vacation and was able to just bring her phone with her. And she knew that she could manage all of her client information and appointment times directly from her calendar on her phone, which is obviously great. But managing these appointments shouldn't be more work. We are able to automate some of these appointment reminders to reduce customer no-shows, but also missed interactions and generate more business. Being able to simply say, hey, we're about 15 minutes out from your appointment time, looking forward to seeing you, all the way through saying thank you after that appointment time is finished, and then requesting those ratings and reviews after the fact. That can all be automated really simply. Somebody talks about growing your business. Growing your business is great, but how do we run it day to day? So really better managing those day-to-day operations for yourself and your staff. So we're going to chat through the importance of a CRM and what that may look like, some scheduling options, a calendar, I'm sorry, not a calendar, inbox, documents, as well as staff management, and again, payments. So inside of a CRM, we can go in and really manage all of your customer experience with an easy and simple to use platform. Found that you can better build relationships. So customers are able to better communicate with you. You can book appointments and even make payments through that single client portal. You can manage that all in one place. So your jobs, your projects, and your clients, all of that information should be really simple and easy to find. You see on the screenshot here, I can see what type of business they are, some different internal tags, staff members, some highlights of bookings, payments, and even all back and forth conversation. And really having that high level overview for your entire business in one place from start to finish. So scheduling, we all know, I'm sure you guys have some very hectic personal and work schedules here. So being able to set a really simple and customized view of your team and clients so you can better manage that day. So with thryv, we can sync our calendars. I know I use Outlook for my kind of day-to-day, and then I use Gmail for my personal life. So being able to integrate these calendars to make sure that nothing's overlooked or forgotten about has been really simple and convenient, but also being able to see it all in one view. I think we've all tried to figure out our calendars. You got something on your desk, you're looking at one on your computer. There's a lot going on. So being able to lay these into a single view has been really, really convenient. For your own calendar, but also different staff calendars as well. Maybe you have a different job or event that's a bit bigger, needs help from some additional staff members. If you look at the screen grab here, I can select exactly who I might need from a job and ensure that they're all available at that specific time. But again, should be really simple and easy to use. As you can see, you can really toggle back and forth. It's as easy as clicking a check mark to make sure that all those people that need to be involved are invited to these events. So again, pulling everything back into your inbox. Communication is truly key in a great client experience. Being able to communicate with your clients via text, email, and any other social media aspect from a single inbox is really important. These conversations happen real time, so you're never missing a message. Sometimes when you pull together some of these different inboxes, there's a lag as much as a couple of hours. So making sure that's real time, you can text or email back and forth with a client is really efficient. But being able to do all of that in one place. So you can manage, reply back to these conversations in a centralized location for all of your staff, but also all of those modes of communication. And then we do find, just to be honest, it's much more convenient for the business owner. Running a business shouldn't add levels of complexity and levels of new challenge. So making that simple and easy is great. So inside of our thryv inbox, we do pull together all of their back and forth communication all in one place. So your texts and emails, your Gmail account, a web chat, allowing people to chat back and forth directly on your website into the same inbox has been great. They're already on your site. They have questions. They're excited. Let's take advantage of that and communicate with them while they're already there. Google My Business Messages, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram as well. Really add to that fully centralized inbox so that you're never missing a message. You're really meeting the client where they want to be found. But again, it shouldn't be an extra task for you to complete day to day. So through this web chat, as you can see, some screen grabs here, really simple to manage those interactions here. But again, really convenient for that end client. For documents, this could look a little bit different for each of your businesses, depending if you're focusing more on the commercial space or directly with end clients. Either way, we want to make sure that we're staying organized. It's really easy to simplify your signature requests. So there's some drag and drop fields if you want to ensure that any agreements or contracts are signed prior to moving forward with you. And then being able to send out these reminders really speed up this signature process. We find that when clients have to manually go in and check to see if anything's been signed through like a DocuSign or something similar, there's just a longer lead time when you go in and leave that to something manual. But also ensure that they are protected. If you're sending contracts out or agreements out to clients, we do want to make sure that they're very, very secure. So we take care of all of that on your behalf. And then staff accounts. As you guys continue to grow, I'm sure we're All of our end goal is to add more and more staff to be able to take on more and more clients and really better serve your existing clients. So managing your team is easier than ever before. Really ensure all of your client information and sensitive documents are protected. So you do have the ability to manage different permission levels. So based on staff members' responsibilities and roles, you can change those throughout the thryv platform. So maybe all first-time clients have to speak with you or a manager on your team to send out that first-time estimate or give an estimate, versus having balloon artists that can go and actually do the work, set up those different installations day to day. Being able to make those edits are really simple and easy. And you can also restrict viewing access so you can see who has access to specific documents. Again, maybe the staff that's actually going out and setting up these different installations, you don't want to have access to your contracts or your more sensitive information. And again, have some great visibility. Can be fully transparent with the levels of permissions, and they're really simple to edit or make any changes to as someone moves up or down in your organization. Again, payments, everyone's favorite part is getting paid, should be really simple and easy to do so. So we've made it easier for small businesses and their clients to process and accept payments faster than ever. Contactless payment is obviously the way of the world, making it really simple to book, invoice, and manage payments all in one secure platform. We do offer some flexible financing and payment options depending on the needs of the end client. So maybe for some of those bigger jobs, being able to offer consumer financing. And then we do have tap to pay. Again, just better client experience, making it really simple and easy to pay you. So we do integrate with Stripe, Square, and PayPal if you're currently using one of these providers. If you're not, we also have thryvPay. thryvPay is really built for the small business space, especially in the service-based small business space. So love to chat with you guys about that as well if you have any questions on ways to simplify that process. And then we've talked a lot about communication. So we know that we need to communicate. We know that there needs to be layers of communication, but how do we do this? So some great marketing automation, making sure that we're reaching out to those clients at the exact right time. We're in graduation season now. A couple of months ago would have been a great time to reach out to last year's clients and say, hey, we know that you're coming up on graduation season. Is there someone in your area that you know may need my assistance or might be interested in some of my services? Being able to turn those people into referral partners of yours, but also competitor watch. See what's happening in your local markets. See how you stack up against the competition. And then, of course, your own reputation management as well. So inside of marketing automation, really turning leads into customers and customers into those lifetime relationships, being able to create that great referral network and really turn word of mouth and digitize it, bring it into the 21st century. So being able to stay connected, again, send the right message at the right time. We all have busy schedules. So if we're able to automate and schedule out some of these marketing campaigns to new leads, welcome emails, and even customers you might not have interacted with for a while, should be really simple and easy to do. We can set these up based on triggers. So when those clients interact with you and they're pulled into your ecosystem, you know that they'll have that great and consistent level of experience every single time. We do find an increase in bookings when you're driving clients to book new appointments, make a payment, share a document, or even share an upcoming promotion that you may have. And again, creating those loyal fans, making sure that every single one of your clients feel like they're the only client with these super personalized welcome emails, birthday wishes, special dates. And then you can even automate offers to extra special or VIP customers. Last time I know that Misty had spoken about really feeling like these messages come from her. She gets some great responses where clients are texting or emailing her back thinking that she took time out of her day to individually message that person. But most of them are just created based on different triggers that our team has helped to create. So competitor watch is a great way to keep tabs on your competition's online reputation, but also see where you stand and how you stack up. So understanding your competition, being able to analyze without manual research, identify some growing areas in the market, as well as quickly see trends and opportunities. discover trending reputation insights across similar businesses, and really be able to identify some ways that you can set your business apart. Maybe it is niching down a bit more. Maybe it's working with a specific market. If you see a lot of reviews are starting to come from more corporate events in your local area, maybe you edit some of that marketing to also focus on corporate events as well. So lots of options there that our team, again, can walk you through. But most importantly, to take care of your own reputation. So better manage your online reputation and respond back to your most valuable customers all in one place. So we'll help you get notified for every review through Google, Facebook, and Yelp. We make it really simple to go in and respond to these reviews directly through the Thryv platform. So last time we really spoke about reviews and making sure that you're responding to these reviews that are being left, whether it is good, bad, ugly, whatever that interaction looks like, making sure that you're going in, answering any kind of questions and saying that you really care about them are so important. And then automating customer reviews after every payment. So requesting those reviews from clients. We all would like to think that clients will remember to go out and review us online, but we should make it really simple and easy for them to do that. If we can send out a link or via text or email after they had that great experience with you, they're much more likely to actually leave that review. So I know that there was kind of a lot here. We talked a lot about growth, the day-to-day operations and running, but also that communication level and why it's so important. So I'd love to hear if you have any questions, comments, anything that you'd like us to dig a bit deeper into.
So, hey guys, this is your time to ask questions. While we have Morgan on, if there was anything that stood out to you that you're like, ooh, I didn't know that I could do this in one platform, or, why is this important? Or have other questions about Thryv, feel free to ask now.
Yeah, I've got a question. So one of the main reasons why I wanted to get Thryv is I wanted to do like I don't want to call it a birthday club, because birthday club means like you put in your birthday. But what I like, a special events thing where people will give me their special events, anniversary, kids' birthdays, all those things, and then I can send them out reminders. But I don't know how to necessarily like make that happen where it would be automated to, like, if one person signs up for several events in different months, different dates, is that better to do that like on a monthly basis where they say I have a birthday coming up in March, and then like right before March it says goes to automated all the people that signed up for March and gives them an automated? Or can I do it even more specific?
So kind of choose, or Kristen, you look like you're about to say something. You want to take that?
Oh, I was just going to say, within the client card, you can request that information. And then from those auto campaigns, you can have them triggered based on that information. So if you want more than their birthday, you can ask for their anniversary, any special dates, right in the client card. And then that'll trigger that auto message.
And then
we can do it triggering appropriately as well.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
So the client card, so is that something, because I haven't gotten that far with it yet, so is that something that I create? And then can I do multiple dates in one client card?
Yes.
Yes. And that's in your settings, client card. And oh, I'm sorry, Misty, did I trip over you?
No,
I'm
I just
sorry.
know because I literally talked to Lauren yesterday about this exact thing, like trying to utilize my tags and different stuff like that better, especially like for my corporate like their business anniversaries and stuff like that, and how to do it. And it's all in that client card, which is just attached to their file, like it's just a separate thing, but you can enter in different dates and different things that will trigger different auto responses.
So is it under tag?
things.
Would it be technically a tag, or is
No,
is there dates?
it's actually, we made a client
Field.
file, like it's just one of the entries under the client file.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So if I go in, let me reshare my screen quickly. And I will pull up my client card and kind of give you an idea. I think it might help a bit. So in these different contact fields, you can have these auto-populated based on whatever information you require when you're booking, or over here in the contact information, depending on where it sits. So if you want to know if they're a corporate or a personal account, and then from there, ask whichever questions that you'd like. So things like anniversary, birthday, and then setting up those same triggers based off of those dates. You could also use tags depending on what that looks like. Maybe you find out after the fact. And you want to have like a March list or, you know, those sorts of things. You can always use tags for other types of automated campaigns as well.
And then, and maybe this is a question for Misty, how, with the dates, how precise are you getting, and how, like, I'm assuming you created the automated.
Yep, you
email
can
that
be,
goes out.
so like I set mine up yesterday when we were doing our test one. You can set it up from a day before, the day of, or like 6 months ahead. Like
Wow.
you can set it up anytime. So like for me, I would say I'm not going to reach out more than a month ahead to see if they want balloons for their thing, you know.
Right.
But you can set up, you can fully automate that just through that kind of system. But yeah, it's completely customizable. And so one, you know, maybe your corporate thing you're going to do a month, maybe a personal one you want to do, you know, a few weeks ahead if you don't need, you know, as much lead time or whatever. So you can adjust all of those individually.
So quick question, Misty. So when you're saying you're doing this, what will happen? Like,
so like we set up yesterday, we tested for my daughter. We used her birthday as a trigger for a birthday message. And so today I got a message saying, "Oh, you have a birthday coming up. You know, we're so happy, so, you know, whatever." And then it says, you know, "If you're looking for balloons this year, we'd love to help you." And so then that automatically, you know, was set up to go out based on her birthday.
all right. And so just for clarification, so I can put it in the little notes that I'm giving people, where is it that they do that piece at?
In the client contact form. So it's the under the, it's a little bit different than this contact information here on the side.
Yeah, there's certain forms that can be added to the client card to all those client cards. So in settings,
The client card is different, yeah, than the order information.
And so which area did you do it in?
In the client card.
Client card. Okay,
Yep.
cool. And then that's something that your one-to-one person helped you set up?
Yep.
And it's real simple. Once they walk you through one of them,
Oh yeah.
anytime you wanted to make, like if you decided you also wanted to ask for a different kind of birthday, would you feel comfortable to do that pretty simply on your own?
Oh yeah.
Now, is there a way to like if I send somebody a way to, you know, like, can they sign up? Like if I do I was thinking to have like on my counter, maybe have a QR code that they can go and say, you know, sign up for special events, reminders, and then bring it to the contact form where then they become a customer and put in their own.
We can even
That's a
give you
great
a
idea.
text number as well. So if you text a certain keyword to like a 5-digit number, so if I wanted to text balloons to 12345, they could automatically subscribe themselves to be part of your email lists, or be contacted by you. QR codes are great ways to put in a client contact form or an order sheet. Super simple to customize.
Awesome.
Good questions. Any other questions that anyone has?
And Morgan, I think we're going to get to this, but we did have a couple asking about the prices. So
yeah, let me share my screen here and we can jump into that. Here we go. So as I mentioned, it starts at that $199 a month, really depending on capacity and automation. So we always give you access to the thryv dashboard. So everything we talked about, you always have access to these tools. So that custom CRM, invoices, estimates, and payment functionality, all of your scheduling options, that listings or citations management, where we manage all of your online reputation for those 40+ sites, social media management and posting, as well as those custom client portals. That's really that truth of record for them to interact with your business and see all of that back and forth communication or history all in one place. And then going into here, we can always take a look at the amount of users that you need. Maybe your office staff has one user that they use, and then you have different staff members that you want to schedule out times with for installations or to be able to book out time with directly with clients. And then these message limits are for those automated campaigns and announcements. So those, book with us for your birthday and those sorts of things that we were just chatting through. And then we help you out at the bottom tier package with seeing all your reviews in one place and helping you earn more reviews. But ideally, we have the high class problem of being so busy that responding to all of our lovely reviews online becomes too much to handle. And so thryv can handle that for you on your behalf once you get there. And then we do have access to those customized auto campaigns in the middle and upper tier packages here. Some differences in document storage. And then in the professional, we give you access to that huge library of social content. And then we will post 12 times a month on your behalf and include a great website. Then there's really a ton of value here in the unlimited. So unlimited messages, document storage, a full video package. We'll actually go out to your place of business, shoot 12 custom videos. We'll go out and do a 2-hour shoot. We can chop them up. You can use that towards marketing, towards your website. We'll host it on YouTube for you. That's been really popular, especially in industries like the balloon industry, where people want to see what they're signing up for. They want to see what you can do. They want to see the staff that they're interacting with. We do offer $50 a month in boosted content on Facebook, as well as Google My Business optimization inside of here as well. Obviously a lot here, and we can dig through specifically what our recommendations for your business in particular is, but if you have any questions.
And the one thing I want to say about I do the middle package, which I love. And having them with the website, you have access to your website 24/7. It's a very easy to go in and change things if you want to change it. Or if you're like me and in the middle of the night, you're changing it and you mess something up and you don't understand, you just call customer service and someone will help you fix that. There's been times when I needed to get something done very quickly in the afternoon and I just call into customer service and I'm like, can you please help me get this done? And they just, will do it for you. But having that access to your website all the time where you can constantly change it, because I know at Summit, there were a couple people who were like, I still have Valentine's stuff up and I haven't been able to change that. That was in November. Summit was in November. If your main website page still has Valentine's stuff up in November, there's a problem. And so I love that as the night that we went over Chat GPT stuff in Balloon Boss, I went in and started using that to change words on my website almost immediately. And I could just do it on my own. I didn't have to wait for somebody. I didn't have to send it to somebody. I could just do it. And it was, there's so many times when if I'm not busy doing balloons and I'm, already done other stuff, I can just work on, tweaking my website or doing different things like that. And having that access all the time, I don't think people realize how valuable that is sometimes.
Because it's your business, right? It's not our business, right? You should always have control over what you're portraying online. We're always here to help you, obviously, but I think having the control yourself is super valuable. I completely agree. Yeah, and through the support, we can always do it for you. We can do it with you, or you always have access to kind of do it yourself, depending on where you are in that journey. And talking about kind of specific functionalities, you're super comfortable now inside of your website, and now you're getting more comfortable inside of those automated campaigns. thryv does a ton. Definitely don't need to become an expert overnight, but being able to kind of slowly learn and integrate more and more of those tools into your business, I think is great.
I've got another question.
Tell me.
So I have some corporate clients that are also clients with their personal business too. So do I just have 2 listings, and one with their name and one with their business?
Probably, but we could chat through specifics of that. offline if you'd like, but if you're marketing to them for very different reasons, probably, I'm sure your messaging is different for the corporate side than it is for their personal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Good question so far, guys. And then, Sherry, I know that you had some questions on costs. Was this clear? Do you have any kind of questions on what's included here?
Feel free to open up your mic to ask or type into the chat for other details.
This is Stephanie. I don't know if you said it, but is there anywhere where we could look to see examples of websites you've done?
Yeah, absolutely. We can send some out to you. I also have a, if you'd like to click into this QR code, we can have someone reach out to you directly and send over some website examples.
So guys, if you take your phone and click on that, it'll pull you up to put in your information.
So second part of that question, I'm looking at your prices and it looks like you have this certain amount of space for documents and things like that. Does that include a limit on amount of photos and images?
If you save them as documents, if you're just sending them out to clients, that might look a little bit different. So it just kind of depend on your process or workflow.
I mean, in terms of the number of photos that a particular website can handle. Sometimes I've heard that.
Oh, yeah, no. So the website can have a ton of photos. So that document storage is specifically for internal document storage. So things like contracts, agreements, those sorts of things. But the photos on your website don't sit as part of your document storage number.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Great question.
And then, yeah, sorry. And then we talked through some pricing. We are currently promoting an offer. So we are offering 75% off of your first month, 50% off of your second month, and 25% off your third month. So it's a great way to kind of start to feel that value and really build Thrive into your business before you're really assuming the full cost. And then by that third month, you're fully up and running. Hopefully you really understand how to use Thrive and it's providing some great value to you. And so this has been really popular amongst new clients as well.
And is there a certain time limit on that currently?
So I don't have an end date on it today, but as we get closer to an end date, we'll definitely communicate that with you.
Cool. So just to let people know who are watching this as a replay, if you're watching this a year down the road, it may no longer be in effect and you would just need to contact Thrive to see what their current special is or pricing.
Yes.
So, and then Stephanie, I don't know if you were on at the beginning, but Misty with Balloons by Misty, this is her website and her CRM now. So that would be a specific balloon one that you could look at also.
Yep.
What was the turnaround time for doing it, Naz?
Mine was done, I want to say it was like 3 weeks. It wasn't very long.
Mhm.
It was pretty fast. I don't know. I mean, that was a year ago, so I don't know, if that has changed company wide, but mine wasn't too long. I know I had it. I know I had it before school started, so it wasn't, yeah, I would say it was 3 weeks.
Thanks, Misty.
Luciana, if you'd like to also fill out the job form, we can contact you with some more specific pricing on what each of those different packages look like with the discount as well. Kristen, can you paste the job form link into the chat as well?
Yeah, let me see if I can find that. And I will definitely take care of that.
Thank you so much.
And then Kristen, also email that to me so I can put it in with the notes.
Yeah, absolutely. It'll be on your way. I got it. So I'm gonna paste it in here. And then I'll send it to Joanne.
Awesome. So guys, if anybody else has any questions while we're still up in recording, let me know. What often happens at this time of a presentation is I make sure that our presenter gets all the information out, and then I end the recording so that the people who had the other questions that they didn't feel quite right having out to the world can pick your brain for a few minutes afterwards. So just checking to see if there's any other content that you're wanting to share, Morgan, before we finish and wrap up the recording.
Not directly. I'd love to chat with any of you for any kind of questions that you may have on your business specifically. And we'd love to gift any of you a free business analysis scan. It'll completely scrape the entire web to see what you have going on for listings, for social, what that looks like today, where you might be able to improve a bit, either with or without thryv. So please fill out the jot form. We'd love to chat with you and provide you that information on your specific business as well.
So if you guys click on the jot form link that you see in the chat right now, or if you're watching this as a replay, it'll be in the notes. You can fill that out, and a team member from thryv will do that analysis for you, which is a great tool for you to look at. Great. So what I want to do real quick is I just want to show you guys a couple of things before we turn off the recording. Thank you so much for being with us, Morgan. And like I said, in just 1 second, I'll let people ask you a couple of questions off camera if that's okay.
Absolutely.
Great. So just a reminder, guys, I'm Joette with BalloonCoach.com, and this summer I am going on tour. So if you have not gotten your ticket yet and you want to join me this summer, we are going to Raleigh, North Carolina, Ellicott City, Maryland, Manahawkin, New Jersey, East Rockaway, New York, Mystic, Connecticut, Ware, Massachusetts, Canton, Ohio, Fort Mill, South Carolina, and Pembroke Pines, Florida. So you can pick the location that is nearest you, or a place you've always wanted to visit. Say you've always wanted to see somebody's balloon warehouse, for somebody who does over $500,000 a year in sales, to somebody who is a home-based business and converted their garage into their space, to getting to do pool decor with Anne Marie when we are in New York, and then other different shops along the way. So if you have questions about the tour, just send me an email, joette@BalloonCoach.com. And the gift to all my mastermind members is that you get a free ticket to this class this summer. So if you're not a member yet, you just go to BalloonCoach.com, click on mastermind, pay your $97, and you get access to all of our online training and access to one of the locations for this summer. So a lot of great people that you can see, hang out with, and learn from. And then again, if you're not sure which stop is the best for you, just email me, joette@BalloonCoach.com, and I'll be glad to help you out with that. So the last thing that I want to make sure you guys know is that anytime you have questions, just go to BalloonCoach.com, all right? At BalloonCoach.com, you can listen to video testimonies of people who've worked with us. If you haven't worked with me before, you can book a 10-minute call to ask any question. And you can also do our 5-day quote to cash challenge just to help you take that next step in your business, or go ahead and grab your ticket in one of our programs. Thank you, Morgan, for being with us today to share information about thryv. Misty, thank you for sharing this tool with us. I'm really excited. And for those of you who are wondering how you can be a part of this live conversation after the recording and get some free Q&A, just come to our next live training and be on with us during that live time frame, and we'll be able to answer your questions off of air too. So Morgan, thanks so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Likewise, thanks so much for having me. It was great to meet all of you, and look forward to meeting more of you through the recording.